What does the term Wahhabi mean, and where did it come from? This was in our second lesson or first lesson, I'm not sure. What does the term Wahhabi mean? Are you all Wahhabis? Absolutely not. What does the term Wahhabi mean? Doesn't mean that. That's what they say, but doesn't mean that, Zaki. But it still doesn't mean that. Even then you cannot do that. You cannot attribute yourself to Allah's name. So what does Wahhabi in reality mean? We're looking at an attribution here. Wahhabi has got the of attribution. Nasab it's called. So what does Wahhabi mean? Yes, Muhammad, that's the correct answer. It means nothing. It's a meaningless appellation, title. That's all it is. In reality, there is no definition for it. Really, there is not. Because Wahhabi is attributed to a particular tribe. If there was a tribe called Wahhab. But there is no tribe called Wahhab. There's a family, and that was the father of Muhammad ibn al-Wahhab, Abdul Wahhab. But it's not attributed to him, it's so-called attributed to who? To his son. So basically it's a meaningless appellation title. Used by who? Who's it used by? The people of novelty, of innovation, to slander or insult or offend those that strictly uphold unconditionally the word of Allah Ta'ala. Those who are strict in accordance to the Quran and Sunnah are always called Wahhabis. But it's baseless, and there is no such thing, and no one is really a Wahhabi. There is no such thing as Wahhabi, even though it's been created. Who actually introduced this word? Who introduced it? And why did they introduce it? Nazvi? The Brits, the British. Love and desire amongst each other. Very good. It is no more than a British conspiracy against the Muslims and Islam. They wanted to cause friction, discord, disunity, animosity between whom? Between the Muslims. Between the Muslims. They wanted to insinuate that this sect is a dangerous movement that must be stopped and its da'wah eradicated, because they knew and they feared a revival, a reawakening. When Ibn Abdul Wahhab rahmatullah alayhi arose, they feared this movement. Why did they fear it, Izwan? What was the reason? They feared what? Why? Why did they fear this group? There's no such thing as Wahhabi, but this group that strictly upheld the Quran and Sunnah. Why did they fear? Sorry? They what? Because they upheld the pure Islam, the correct Islam, uncompromising in their belief, unwavering, unwatering, undiluting the Quran and Sunnah. So because of this fear, this great awe that was instilled in their hearts, the British evil people, they created this term Wahhabi to insinuate, to create that this is extremely dangerous. These people are dangerous people that must be eradicated. Them and the da'wah. So this is why today you see people, oh, Wahhabi. When you say, Qala Allah, Qala Rasulullah, or I don't follow madhab, Wahhabi, Wahhabi. What is this? So you might as well say that the first 3 righteous generations are all Wahhabis. According to this belief, they're all Wahhabis. Even Rasulullah is a Wahhabi. Because he strictly upheld the Quran and explained the Quran. So is he a Wahhabi too? Is Abu Bakr a Wahhabi? According to this ideology and definition, yes. But the majority of times, 99% of times, when you ask this innovator who slanders or insults people with this term, what does it mean, brother? You know what he says? Oh, I don't know, Allahu A'lam. Wahhabi, you're a terrorist, extremist, you're a fanatic, you're a fundamentalist. Is there anything wrong with upholding the Quran and Sunnah? What do you want us to follow? Allah says to follow the Quran and Sunnah. If there's anything else, please forward it. Give us, teach us. If our teachings are wrong, please correct us. Not according to your whim and desire or your opinion, according to the Qala Allah and Qala Rasulullah. And we accept anything and everything that is from the Quran and Sunnah. So if there is anything wrong in our da'wah, our belief, our actions, please inform us. But to slander us, to insult us, to offend us, not that you are doing that. You're harming no one but yourself by slandering people like this. This is absurd and evil. Absurd and evil.